guys? It's Cassie, and I am posting my trainer tip for the week. I know I normally post on Trainer Tip Tuesday, and it's Thursday, but my parents came into town for their first ever visit since I moved to San Diego, so I got a little bit caught up in their visit, but I wanted to make sure I still posted my trainer tip for the week. So today I'm going to cover how to do the proper lunge. Now there's a lot of different ways to do lunges. There's a lot of different varieties of lunges out there, but I'm going to cover the basics of your most basic kind of lunge, or a split squat as I like to call it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to keep proper posture, as well as engage the correct muscles in your legs and in your butt while you're doing your lunges. When I'm teaching classes and when I'm training clients, I see a lot of people struggle with the proper way to do a lunge. So I'm gonna have to pick up the cameras and move them so that they're in a better spot for you to see my whole body doing the lunge, and we'll get right into it. All right, so let's put this one here, put this one here. There we go. There's that. Perfect. I think we're good. Awesome. Okay, so like I said, I like to call these a split squat, and the reason why I personally call this type of lunge a split squat is because my feet aren't moving. My feet are staying in one place, and just like when you do a squat, right, your feet stay in the same place. For this lunge, my feet are not moving. So with a split squat, I put 1 foot forward and 1 foot behind me. The biggest mistake that I see is people overloading either their front foot or their back foot. So keeping too much weight in the front or back foot is starting off on the wrong foot. So you want to keep your weight pretty even between your front and your back foot. Now take a look at what my back foot is doing. I have my heel lifted here. My back foot isn't flat. That's another mistake that I commonly see, is that people start with a flat foot. You actually want to start with this heel lifted here. Now, it's totally normal to do a rep and think, you know what? I need to widen my stance a little bit. Or, you know what? I need to close up my stance a little bit. It's going to be trial and error until you really figure out what width works for you. But no matter what, you want your front foot flat, your back heel lifted. Now, again, my weight is straight in between my front foot and back foot. My front foot isn't holding any more weight than my back foot. From there, my shoulders are going to stay right over my hips as I bend both knees equally and then stand back up again. Bend both knees equally and stand back up again. Now, when you're doing your lunge, you want to focus on keeping your hips square. The hip of your back foot has the tendency to rotate backward a little bit, but you want to use your core to keep them nice and square. The other thing that I see too often is a lot of people will overload their front leg when they lunge. Again, you want to keep your weight even between your front and your back foot. So just like when you start out, your weight should be even between the front and back when you're at the bottom of the lunge as well. Now the last tip that I have for you here is I want you to act like you're cinching up the floor between your feet. Like if you could scrunch up the floor like you would scrunch up a rug or scrunch up a yoga mat, that's what you want to be trying to do with your feet. So as I go down, I'm trying to drag my front foot backward and trying to drag my back foot forward. So I'm cinching up my feet and then straightening up at the top, squeezing my booty. Now, with that cinching motion, what you'll notice is that you're really going to feel the quad of your back leg and the hamstring and booty of your front leg. Now, when you stand up, you want to push through the heel of your front foot. So again, cinching it up, feeling it in the quad, feeling it in the booty and hamstring here, and stand back up again. So those are my tips on how to do a proper lunge. You want your weight even between your front and your back foot. You want your front foot flat, you want your back heel lifted, and you want to try to cinch up the floor. Whatever foot is in the back, you're going to feel that quad and feel it up through your abs, and whatever foot is in the front, you should be really feeling it in the back of your leg and in your booty and your hamstring. And that is the proper form for a lunge. Now, when you start to move your feet around, when you're stepping forward to a lunge, stepping back to a lunge, that's what you're trying to accomplish as well. It's just a little bit harder to make those things happen when you're moving your feet. So you want to master the split squat, not moving your feet, Make sure that you feel that proper form, and then once you get the feeling down, then you can start moving your feet around a little more while you're doing your lunges. Now, that's all I have for your trainer tip on how to do a proper lunge. If you have any other questions about lunges, leave a comment on my video or shoot me an email, shoot me a message. I'm happy to answer them for you. And as always, let me know what you'd like me to cover in the future for your trainer tips. That's it, guys. Peace out.